Am I wrong for telling my sister she was being very obvious when trying to hide her pregnancy? My sister Amber is currently 3 months pregnant with twins. She's already begun to develop a bump. Right now, she's only told myself, our parents, and our brothers, as well as giving myself and our brother permission to tell our spouses. We've all agreed to keep it a secret until she's ready. The issue is she's become very obvious about it, to the point where she's doing nearly comical things to hide it when we're around family. Picture the stuff people do in sitcoms when the characters aren't pregnant but the actor is. Covering her stomach with her purse, holding her older daughter in front of the bump, wearing much baggier clothes when she's typically the type to wear things that show off her figure. Amber has always been pretty fit as she's a gym rat. The bump itself doesn't even look extra fat or anything, just a very pronounced baby bump. If she ever has to move something from her stomach, she's very quick to hide it. So obviously, many have caught on, but for the most part, we're good sports. No one ever directly asked, but would make hints. I never entertained them. We all gathered on Sunday for a family dinner. Amber was holding her 2-year-old for a bit when the little ones wanted to go play. Amber then tried to cover herself with a blanket. My cousin 30 said, "All right, Amber, cut the dramatics. We all know." A few instantly reprimanded my cousin. Amber turned bright red. She refused to say anything in the moment, though later quietly confirmed to our aunt, telling her to spread it around. Amber is now very upset. I agree our cousin was obnoxious and shouldn't have said anything. I've tried to be supportive and comforting. However, Amber kept saying, "I don't know how they figured it out." I finally said, "Sweetie, you really weren't trying hard. I respect why you wanted to wait, but by this point it was quite obvious." She got mad and tried to insist it wasn't obvious. I said it absolutely was, and she didn't help matters by acting like she was in a sitcom. I stressed that our cousin was wrong, but she wasn't as stealthy as she thought. Now she's mad at me saying that I'm victim blaming. I said I'm absolutely not. No one should have said anything, but she was just being obvious and she couldn't pretend otherwise. Am I the asshole? Another cheater. Sorry, I'm sorry. My husband has a second family on the side. My 41 female husband, 52 male, has a second family on the side. I've been sitting with this information for almost 2 weeks now, and I still don't know how to proceed. My husband has been in what seems like a committed relationship with another woman, and he's playing happy families with her and her 3 sons. They're even planning on having a baby. A week ago, I stumbled on a TikTok account of this lady sharing her recipes, and in the background, I recognized my husband's back. Oh my god, TikTok over here exposing relationships. I wasn't too sure at first, but after taking a real good look and as his wife, I know that fool's neck, back, legs, and the clothing he was wearing. So I went through her posted videos just to piece together a confirmation of it really being my husband, and I continued to keep an eye on him and his movements, but he seemed normal. It's clear to me now that he has his cheating down to a science. Every time he went on his work trips, she posts these videos saying she's cooking a new recipe because her man is coming back from his work trip. She'd plate the food up, and I'd recognize his grubby hands by their look and the way he'd hold the cutlery. He has a peculiar way of holding it, kind of looks like a Neanderthal discovering forks and knives. I can't believe this bastard has been with her for 3 years. I don't know how he found time to start an entire relationship on the side. I thought we were happy. He tells me he loves me all the time. Always brings me gifts from his work trips. When he's home, we have a great love life and pretty much sleep together 4 to 6 times a week. We talked all the time. We've been married for 21 years and now we have 2 daughters. We lost our eldest son 10 years ago, but we worked through it and got closer than ever before. We are even due to have our 22nd anniversary and it's his turn to plan it. We alternate who plans the anniversary each year. I know he's planning an elaborate party for us, so why is he cheating? I'm so angry and don't know what steps to take. I'm utterly distraught. I thought we were happy. I thought he loved our little life. I feel like I can't think and I barely know where to start. I can barely focus. What do I do and how do I do it? I love coming on here and reading things and giving advice, but now that it's me, I feel like I can't think. I nearly burned my kitchen down because I literally spaced out and forgot what I was cooking. You collect all of the evidence you can. You screenshot those TikToks, you get timelines, you get everything you need. Go to a lawyer and you hit him with divorce papers. People love to say that women are so manipulative and all of that jazz, but men are too. I like this comment. I'm normally of the approach that splits should be as amicable as possible, but this has a whole second family. Be the definition of a woman scorned.
Get ready with me while I tell you the story about how this boy once told me in school that he was going to rape me. When I was 13 years old, I was in school here in Nicaragua. I was very shy, I got bullied, and I never stood up for myself like ever. I was petrified of standing up for myself because I thought it would just worsen things. But I have the best siblings on the planet and they were the ones that stood up for me when I needed it because I just physically could not do that for myself. I got bullied a lot in school by boys and girls. This is really sick what I'm about to say. I was targeted by 12th graders when I was in 7th grade. That's sick. That is so sick. People would call my house. The moment I said hello, these people, I'm talking about boys, would say things like, watch out tomorrow in school because I'm gonna do something to you. I was petrified. I was so freaking scared. My mama was no dum-dums. She went to school and she started complaining about all the phone calls that I would get. And I knew some of the people that were making these phone calls, but I was too scared to tell. And I remember my mom sitting me down in the principal's office in front of the principal, and both of them just telling me, like, just tell us, just tell us. I did tell them about 2 people, and one of them was the 12th grader that kept calling me. Little did I know that there was another boy that was obsessed. You know, there's no other word to describe what he was. He was obsessed. Let's name him Jerry. Jerry was a grade above me, and he knew of me, of course, because we were in the same school. The school is small, by the way. This is Nicaragua. The school is small. It's not a huge high school like you picture in the US where like 3,000 people graduate in one class. No, there was about 30 of us in each class. Whenever a boy liked me, he would tell one of my friends so that she could tell me. I know this is gonna sound like, oh, cry me a river, boo-hoo, whatever. Let me tell you, I had a boy crushing on me every single week, and every single time that I got a letter from somebody or somebody was like trying to confess their love to me through MSN Messenger, like that's how old I am. I would start sweating. I would get so nervous and I would just be like, oh God, no, here we go. Because it meant, this is what would happen when boys would tell me that they like me. Everyone would find out, right? So then the girl that liked them would get mad at me, and then I would get bullied by that girl. And then the boy who confessed that he liked me would harass me either on the phone or send me letters or follow me around in school. Like it was like this weird freaking thing. And I know I can't imagine I'm the only one that it happened to, of course not. But the truth is that I was singled out for a lot of reasons. I was always like in the talent shows, I was always dancing, I'm an actress. I mean, look at me, this is my job now. I love being in front of the camera. Does that mean that I like attention? Probably. I have an absentee father who abandoned my mom and my siblings and I when I was very young, so I'm sure that comes into play somehow. So Jerry decides to give me a letter one day, and he says to me, read it when you're alone. He said a lot of things in this letter. For example, he said that he wanted to grape me, and he would do it if I did not reciprocate the love that he felt for me. It's so messed up that I'm even saying that. His letter proceeds to say that he follows me around everywhere in school and that he's always watching me. My mom gave the letter to the principal, and as soon as the principal read the letter, she was pissed. I mean, so was my mom. I was getting mentally prepared for the barrage of hate and abuse that I might possibly get because I told on this kid. And I remember the principal coming to me, calling me into her office and just apologizing for everything that happened. And she said to me, don't worry, he's not here, and he might not be coming back. His parents agreed to take him away and get him help. But the thing is, this kid never came back to school. I felt guilty as a kid knowing that this boy was sent to that place. And now I wonder what happened to that guy. Like, or maybe he doesn't even remember, I don't know. Thank you for letting me trauma dump on you. And I know so many of you can probably relate. I know. Bye.
Am I the asshole for saying I told you so to my obese friend?
Okay.
Trigger warning, fat phobia. Just the regular fat phobia. Misogyny? All the regular stuff. You know it. You get it.
You know what to expect from this show.
My 26 female friend, Natalie, 25 female, is obese. Not morbidly, but she's around 180 pounds at 5'4". That's obese in a concerning way. All right.
I don't care. I don't give it. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I usually let people live their lives. Lie of the century, dude.
But
it's so
I'm just
crazy.
waiting for the but, yeah.
But this is my best friend, and I want the best for her health. I have asked her to join me at the gym multiple times, but she always says no to hang out with her boyfriend.
How fucking dare she?
She's complacent because her boyfriend is an attractive man who has muscles and all that jazz.
What do you mean complacent? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know how he became attracted to Nat, but I'm worried she will just think she can be fat all the time.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Best friends? Real quick. I just want to real quick. Okay.
Yo, the first time I read this, I thought it was like a male friend. I don't know why. I guess because I'm just so used to male fat phobia on the internet. But now that I'm realizing it's a female friend, she wants to fuck her boyfriend. I just am now connecting it as I read it.
No, really?
No way.
That's what's happening here?
Who has muscles and all that jazz.
And I bet it has a...
I don't know how he became attracted to Nat, but I'm worried she will just think she can be fat all the time. Over the months, it's becoming worrying because I see her eating more bread and pasta. The horror.
Those are the only things that make you fat, actually.
Those are the only two things that make you fat. Nothing else. Ever.
More bread and... What the fuck does that even...
Every time I see her eating bread and pasta, I'm like, but no, you're fat. Stop it.
Is she just like eating fucking loaves at the fucking... like?
I'm pretty sure probably not. Here's where I may be the asshole. Here?
Maybe?
Here. Now. We were hanging out at the park near the mall and Natalie was joking around with her boyfriend. They both started running across the park until Nat got tired and then tripped. She tripped. Okay?
Okay.
Let's cement that fact. They were both like, oops. But I took the opportunity to say, haha, this is why I told you so. Exercise more, then you won't trip and fall.
Exercise won't stop you from slipping and falling.
Yeah,
actually.
Question skinny people. Do you never trip and fall? But Natalie said she's had enough of my comments, cussed me out, and called me an asshole.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend called me one too.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But anyway, we went back to the mall with them both giving me the cold shoulder. How am I wrong for wanting my friend to be healthy? 4 question marks. Am I the asshole? 1 question mark.
Yes, you're the asshole. Yeah.
You're obsessed with your friend's weight. Seek help. Am I the asshole for not waking up earlier when my boyfriend made me turn off my alarms?
I'm going to preemptively say no. Because your boyfriend was the one to tell you to turn off the alarms.
So, okay, we're going to get into it.
Great.
My boyfriend, male 25, and I, female 25, had plans to go to a stately home today and have a picnic.
Okay.
I take my antipsychotic quetiapine, I don't know how to say it.
Quetiapine?
Quetiapine, I'm going to say it that way, at night, and it works as a sedative. That shit knocks me the fuck out. The only way to get myself up is to blare alarms into my ear every minute for about half an hour.
I do get that.
Yeah, me too. So I set my alarm starting at 10 a.m. this morning. Before they can unzombify me, my boyfriend asked me to turn off my alarms as they are annoying him. So I turned off my alarms. Fast forward to 12 p.m. I'm still asleep. Boyfriend comes to wake me up, and I can tell he's slightly peeved that I haven't woken up sooner. He pretty much wants me to just jump up and start the day, but I haven't had my alarms blaring in my ear for half an hour to kickstart my wake up. I feel completely sedated and am unable to communicate properly. He's upset I'm not more apologetic and rushing to get ready.
Whoa, okay, wait.
He's upset with me that I didn't quote-unquote wake myself up sooner because I knew we had plans.
Just wake yourself up by your bootstraps, dude.
Okay, I'm unable to wake myself up anymore because of the meds. That's what the alarms were for. He says I should have set more alarms for later? Question mark.
Wait, when?
I don't know. Some
wait,
fantasy
hold on,
time.
wait, okay, okay.
Forgive me for lacking critical thought while I am literally asleep. Also, wouldn't that have been equally as annoying just later? He's now really upset because he feels I am not taking any responsibility for our day being ruined.
Take some responsibility for your actions. Yeah.
Am I missing something here?
And if you become a lobster, you'll fucking...
Okay, so then someone was like, hey, here's some tips if you're on this medication.
Okay.
They said, I'm on Seroquel 2, been on up to 800 milligrams. My 3 suggestions are: 1, take it earlier. If it's not ER, the half-life is pretty short. Use sleep as Android or something to find out when your sleep is lightest so you can use fewer alarms. 3, check out vibrating under pillow alarms for deaf people. I sympathize because sometimes I have to use the bathroom at night and I can barely walk or see because I'm so sedated. It's some heavy stuff, and it's the most easily tolerated antipsychotic for many people, so sometimes there's no other options.
Wow.
And then they said, edit, I guess I'm the top comment. I'm going to say not the asshole because he was a dick about something you can't help and didn't even try to discuss any compromises, even though us strangers were willing to.
No, I agree. No, yeah, I understand that.
I have a close friend who I'll call Tina. She's been dating her boyfriend who will call Matt for 2 years. Matt is generally an a-hole, flaky, inconsiderate, for example, not even getting Tina a present for her birthday because she had enough stuff. Great guy, I know. Last week, Tina announced at dinner their engagement. I was horrified. I talked to our other friends about it the next day. They all hated Matt, but loved Tina and didn't want to hurt her, so they told me not to say anything. I couldn't do it. I broke, telling her marrying Matt was a mistake. He didn't care about her and didn't deserve her. She blew up at me, telling me I barely knew him. I tried to explain that I was only telling her to save her from this marriage and not to hurt her. She said that that's just because I was jealous. I shouldn't ruin her special day, and I got mad. I told her this wasn't just me and that we all hate him, and stormed out. She called our friend group and told them what I said. I woke up yesterday morning to text from all of them saying I shouldn't have involved them or said anything in the first place.